Good morning, brave awakened ones. Lady V here. Today is the 6th of January. Happy new moon 2019 and happy what is it? Partial solar eclipse. Yay. Very important solar eclipse, very important new moon. In fact, I just shared on my community page a astrologer numerologist. I was guided in December that come 2019, like I say, it always happens abruptly with me. It's like the first 2019, this is going to happen. Start doing it. And I'm going to share with you the instructions I received from my Oversoul, because I was shown that it is for the collective. And it's individualized, of course. Just to say, this is for me. These different things have to happen for me now. Doesn't mean those are the specific things, but we all got our instructions. I was shown very clearly, light workers, if you're paying attention, you got your instructions for 2019, for the beginning, on how, you're supposed to, things you're supposed to do in order to jump off, okay? And I'm putting myself on the spot. I'm calling myself out because I don't want to be a hypocrite. I tried to get around it. I tried to get around what I was supposed to be doing. My first guidance was numerology and astrology are very important. You must follow it. From 2019 to 2022. It said, the way my Oversoul said it, and Thoth even said it to me, is I must follow the cosmos. That is another reason why I had to put away my tarot and oracle cards, because I was told I must follow the cosmos. That is very important for me. That's very important for everybody. And for me, and for whoever gets that message, whoever this resonates for, it's extremely important for you. The numerology and the cosmos. And as usual, I get the lovely birds that always come circling around me every time I come out here. But yeah, very important because of the changes that are going on. So, and I wasn't doing that. Even though I took astronomy in college, I have been into astrology since I was a little kid. I have a library. I have 2 bookshelves, and 2 shelves in each one is filled with astrology books that I've had, astronomy and astrology books that I've had since I was a kid. I'm talking 9 years old. So, and numerology. So yeah, I do know of which I speak. But I was always like, oh, okay, that's cool. Oh, that's nice. Once in a while I pay attention to it. I was always just mostly focused on my cards because, quite frankly, I found it easier. But now I have to really focus on astronomy and astrology. It's not to say I'm going to be doing predictions. That's not what I'm supposed to be doing. But I will give you guys a heads up when I'm supposed to give you a heads up. And the astrologer / numerologist that I put on my community page, I was guided to her because I was shown it was going to be someone who's into astrology and numerology who's going to help me connect the dots and get the messages out there I'm supposed to get out there. So I put her there. So go to my community page and you'll find it. Now, I'm going to show it you guys, which also relates to you. What I was told, that was one, follow the cosmos and the numbers very closely for 2019 to 2022. Secondly, diet. I've made it known I am not a vegan, okay? Nor was I supposed to be. And people who say, I've heard people say so much and try to ascension shame people, oh, you're not going to ascend if you're not a pure vegan. Bogus. I'm calling bullshit. Straight up. Everybody is individualized. Everybody is individualized. And I mean everyone. You will ascend if you're not a vegan. I was not a vegan at all. I had vegan tendencies. Okay. Red meat I never liked. Pork I never liked as a kid. Did I eat them once in a while when I was forced to? Yeah, I did. I would actually throw them up afterwards or spit them out of paper because I didn't like them to begin with. Something just didn't go with me. So to never eat it again was no issue with me, and that was like years and years ago. I didn't do that. I was guided several years ago to no longer eat octopus or squid because I actually had, which is gonna, to me it still sounds crazy because I couldn't believe when it happened. I had my Oversoul tell me you were going to get a message from a dolphin. I was like, okay, I thought, you know, I would see, you know, some video or some picture that had a message and click. No, I walked into my kitchen that morning like 5 a.m. to make my organic green tea and lemon, and there was a dolphin floating in my face. I was like, okay, I completely went mad. Okay, for someone who's never so much as smoked a cigarette or had a beer, WTF, okay? What is going on? There was a dolphin, and the dolphin telepathically turned around and told me that I could not eat squid, I could not eat octopus anymore because they were intelligent divine beings. They are star seeds, so are dolphins, so are whales. They're not earthborn. Their souls are not earthborn. They're not earthborn, period. And I was like, okay. And I was told I could no longer eat squid, which I loved squid and an octopus. Big sushi fan. I would always, calamari. I grew up in an Italian neighborhood. Always had my calamari, all right, my marinara sauce. I made it myself, fresh. So I was like, oh my God, that's like a big part of my diet. And I was told they were intelligent beings, that I could no longer eat them. And a friend of mine got the same message around the same time. And we went out to dinner, my younger sister and I, a group of friends in New York, and they're having the seafood mix, you know, the sushi coming out, and we were like, oh, we saw octopus and squid, and my sister's like, that's your favorite, I ordered for you, cost me a fortune. Like, she was getting pissed, like, what the bitch, eat. I was like, I can't. And then I looked at my friend across the table, and she's like, I can't either. She's like, what the hell, this is the favorite. And she's like, and I said, why don't you? And she's like, oh my God, this is gonna sound crazy, but I can't because they're intelligent beings. I said, did the dolphin tell you? She goes, yes. I said, yeah, me too. So, yeah, no, I wish, but no, I don't anymore. Haven't for years. So that was a long time ago. But I was still guided by my Oversoul that I could still eat the fowl in the air, the birds in the air, and the fish in the sea. So that's what I have been doing. And then I was told, no, you can't have, like, whenever I'm told I could not have chicken or fish, or, you know, I had to just do raw vegetables, no beans, no rice, no nothing, I would do that. I would always follow my guidance. And when I had to do that, or when I had to straight up fast, I did. You know, the maximum time I had to fast is 3 days. So whenever I had to fast or only could eat certain food, I did. I simply did. And those were my ascension jump times. So I always followed my particular schedule made for me. Okay? So ain't no shame in your game. Okay? Don't allow, you know, my best friend, who I again would say, she was my best friend since the 2nd grade. She went vegan when we were very young. And she was a raging vegan. It's like a very angry, raging vegan who was like this big. And I used to say to her, bitch, eat something because you're pissing me off. You know? She's a very angry, raging vegan who used to drive me up a damn wall. And now she eats stuff that I'm like, I can't believe she's actually eating. You know, like lamb and rabbit. You know? I'm like, oh my God, you're eating thumper and lamb chop? Really? So, yeah. Not all the time, but every once in a blue moon when her mom, the Italian, you know, very Italian, authentic Italian family, straight from Italy. She was born on a goat farm in Italy. So, very Italian. So, she does that once in a while. Now, the instruction that I received for myself, and please, again, follow the instruction of your Oversoul. Follow the instruction of your body. If your body's telling you this, you do it. If you're not, you're not. Okay? Follow your own body. You don't have to fast for 3 days if your body's telling you you don't need to fast. Period. Okay? For me, I was told shown very clearly come January that I was to go basically raw. And the only time I could eat cooked foods was if I'm going out, special occasion, once in a blue moon, stuff like that. Now, we're all big boys and girls here, okay? I got my period, okay? I'm PMSing mad, all right? So one of my PMS go-to things is chocolate caramel covered almonds. And for the past couple of days, I ate a good, you know, poundful bag. I did. Every time I said no, it was so pathetic. I'm like, no, I can't do this. I'm not supposed to. I even put them in the freezer. They're frozen. They'll be out of my face. I'll save them for guests. I'll put them behind the ice. No. I went digging in there 1 o'clock in the morning. Oh God, I shouldn't be doing this. Very pathetic. But I'm going to forgive myself because it was PMS, okay? Even though I'm still in the throes of it, I was so felt so crappy and miserable yesterday. I couldn't even finish doing what I had to do. Could not finish cleaning my home. I was just laid out, okay? So I'm like, dang, and no processed food. I can't have processed food. And I cooked, I made my zucchini and I used seafood. I use shrimp, which I eat seafood once in a blue moon. Not in a blue moon, like once a week. I'll have some seafood, some shrimp, or some crab, or some fish, salmon, tuna. I'll do that like one to 2 times a week, okay? Along with my veggies. I don't eat rice. I don't eat pasta at all. I don't eat pasta at all. Rice I'll eat once in a blue moon, 1 to 2 times a month. Beans and stuff like that. I don't have any milk products except for those chocolate covered caramel almonds once a month at that time. I don't have any milk products. I don't have except I used to have butter, but now I'm told absolutely no butter even. I don't have eggs. I haven't had eggs for almost a year. Haven't had yogurt or anything for almost a year. No cheese or anything like that, and nothing with flour or even oats. No grains. Grains literally blow me up, and I was always okay to eat rice, but I didn't have it even that often. And my bread substitute was really good rice cakes, which I can't even have now because it's processed and it's cooked. So yeah, that's what I'm led to. And I blew up. Well, besides the PMS, I blew up. I mean, you guys had to have seen it in my face yesterday. It was like huge. I know. So I was like, wow, it's showing, and I feel it, and it looks like I have 10 chins. I blew up. I blew up a good 8 pounds in one day. It's like 2 days because it was like 5 pounds and then 3 pounds. So 2 days, 8 pounds total. I just blew up like a balloon and felt absolutely miserable besides the PMS. But my Oversoul said, besides the PMS, yeah, you're bloated, but it's really because of what you ate. And I told you, you're not supposed to have that anymore. I mean, I was really taken to task last night and this morning. I was like, no. And I could have my vegan shake. I have a pea milk, which I mix with coconut water, and my vegan shake powder, chocolate powder, I could have that once a week. And I was shown very clearly I could have in the morning to help get me going, and to it has something to do with my appetite and getting my metabolism going. It's a large cup of green tea with 1 tea bag, half a lemon, and 1 spoon of organic honey, good honey, which I have. I used to always drink like about 1 liter with 2 tea bags, 1 lemon, no honey every morning. But then I noticed in the past week, it's been making me extremely nauseous. It made me so nauseous I threw up once. And my Oversoul said, no, your body can't handle that. This is what you're going to have. So when my Oversoul guides me to do what I have to do when it comes to my diet, if I don't do it, like I said, freedom of choice. You have free will. You don't have to do it. But if you don't do it, you're going to regret it. You're going to wish you did. Especially light workers. If you don't follow the instructions of your heart, follow the instructions of your oversoul, you hear it here, you hear it here, you don't follow it, feel free. Feel free not to follow it. Just don't bitch with the consequences. Don't bitch and moan about it. Don't complain. Don't complain about it. Because you did it to yourself. And I freely take that responsibility. I did it to myself. So, yeah. That's going to be my diet. And I'm sure I won't have a problem doing it, because whenever I do follow instructions like I'm told to, it's no big deal. And when it comes to chicken and, turkey, I was instructed not to eat any more turkey over a year ago, which I haven't been. But I was told I could still have chicken, good chicken, once in a while. So I was like once or twice a month having some chicken. But that's completely gone too. Again, follow what your body is telling you to do, your oversoul is telling you to do. Another thing which kind of shocked me and took me by surprise. Why am I saying shocked? I was surprised, but I wasn't surprised, because my oversoul warned me already. Not warned me, instructed me already. Y'all know I love to dance, okay? Been performing since I was 5 years old. Was part of a major dance company, African dance company here in South Florida. Performed in arenas, okay? Shared the stage with a certain pop diva from the Bronx, who to this day I do not like, and everything you hear about her is true times 10. Met her way before she became Miss Famous, Miss Diva. She was always a diva. What should I say? She was always a freaking diva, and always a biatch. But any which ways, yeah. I was that caliber of a dancer. And I had stopped performing with the African Dance Company about 4 years ago. I stopped officially performing and being part of the dance company, but I was still going and taking their classes. Then I was guided 2 years ago. That was it. You can hang out with the folks, which I still did, but you couldn't take the dance classes anymore. I was like, okay. And then I started really going into and focusing on my hip-hop classes. And there was a very particular reason why I couldn't take it. It had to do with my feet and the way I was getting my encodements and light energy. It was actually my soul star family's instruction. Everything I would say in the past, it comes up my left foot. Everything was coming in my left foot, and me banging my foot like that was not good. And I was wondering why it was hurting so bad. That's what was happening there. I was messing stuff up, so I couldn't do that anymore. So I was like, okay, I'll do hip hop. I'll do Latin hip hop, because, I'm in South Florida, I'm Caribbean, I love Latin hip hop, and still do hip hop African dance, which I've been enjoying for the past 2 years immensely. I love it. And then I was instructed, no, not going to work for you anymore. I went to class New Year's Day. Well, I went before that. Yeah, I went to the class before that. Yes, it was New Year's Day. That's the first class I went to, New Year's Day, since I was away for a couple of weeks in Atlanta. Came back, did not go to class because my sister was here hanging out with me for the week, and she wanted to do other stuff. I tried to talk her, and she was like, no, but she was like, yeah, but I was like, okay, fine, we'll do what you want. Went to class the 1st of January. It felt completely different. The atmosphere was different. I did not feel like teaching, because I usually co-teach, whenever he wants to take a break or he gets tired, or he's like, okay, do this move, please do it better. Somebody else actually stepped up. It wasn't me. And I was like, what the fuck? Even people were like, aren't you supposed to be the one up there? I was like, no, I'm not. It wasn't me supposed to be up there. And it felt awful being there. I couldn't handle the music. I couldn't deal with it. And then since then, wanted to go back to another instructor's class. Supposed to go last night. Like I said, yesterday I was feeling awful. And she's my favorite instructor. Didn't go. I was just like, oh my God, I'm not feeling it at all. And because I was guided, I could work out at home. I could go to, you know, I could especially bike on the beach. I could rollerblade around the water. I could still do those things I could do. But being around the muggles, that energy, I couldn't even go to the gym. Couldn't even go to the gym. And it's not to say I'm lazy. I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, you got to talk into going to the gym. You got to force into going to the gym. No. I started doing crunches when I was 5. Okay, I was a gymnast. I was always one of those extremely active kids. Go hung, spend 4 hours at the gym and don't even know where the time went. Okay, so that's not me. To feel like, no, I'm not going to the gym, or I'm not going to dance class. I don't feel like teaching. So it's like, wow, this is so different. And I was told your body's very different. A few months ago, I saw my diamond template body come down. I was told, okay, it's there, your diamond template body, crystalline diamond, plasma crystalline diamond. My diamond template body's here. Now I'm starting to get all just talking about it, and it's coming online this year. It had to acclimate, and it's coming online, and there's certain things I have to do for it to be fully online, because I have to be fully charged, everything done 2022. It's going to take those 2 years, and this is what I have to do. So I'm kind of blown away. And it's like, again, it's my higher self is there. So it's not, it's like you miss it, but you don't miss it. That's how I feel right now. So how interesting. Okay. Yeah. So big changes in lifestyle because of where we are right now. This game is serious, man. This game is serious. Big changes in lifestyle. So share your changes so everyone else could, you know, I'm sharing mine. I'm coming out and putting myself out there. So if you guys feel free to do so in the comments, you know, so everyone else could see, oh wow, let me get on the ball. Let me not fall behind and stuff like that. Let, you know, as a light worker, we have to have each other's back and encourage each other to keep going, you know, in that way. And another secret I'll let you guys in on, I should put this on my Patreon and only let them know the truth. But I went out on a date. I went out on a date a couple of weeks ago, and at the encouragement of my muggle friend, who I've known since I was a teenager, who I stayed with in New York. She's like, come on already. And I'd promised her when I came back here from New York and Atlanta that I would go on a date. And I went on a date with this very, very nice man he was so sweet, but I knew he was a muggle. And he wanted to go out with me so bad. And I'm like, okay, fine. He's coming from over an hour drive north of me. And I was like, okay, let me go out with this nice man. Very handsome man too. Very successful, handsome man in real estate. So, you know, good on paper, as they would say. So I went out with him knowing in my heart it was not right. But I was like, you know what? Let me do it. It's not as if I'm in union with my twin flame, you know. And they say, you know, you're supposed to be able to go out and have fun and connect with different soulmates while you're waiting, you know. And I know I'm celibate, and I told him I'm celibate, but you know how guys think they could change your mind, right? So I went out, just go and have a good time. I keep hearing like, have a good time. Her voice, be sociable. That is exactly what she sounds like. So I'm like, okay, I was going to be sociable. And yeah, it was just so flat, dead air, nothing to talk about. I'm terrible at small talk. And I tried to talk about my book. He was just like zoning out. You know, he's like, oh, do you love jazz? Let's go to jazz club. Oh, the big fair's in town in Miami. Let's go to there. And I'm just like, nah, you know. And he was talking about certain music artists. I'm like, not really. I was like, I would really like to say what I think about them. You know, programmed dummies and clones. But I couldn't be my true authentic self. I could not be my true, authentic self. And he texted me and was like, he called, I didn't answer, so he texted and he's like, I would really love to take you. I don't know why he would want to take me out again after that first horrible date. I'd love to take you out again. I felt such a connection. I'm like, how? And then I had 4 on the roster to go out with, let's put it that way. The other 3, you know, when they called, I was just like, no, you know, sorry, I'm so busy right now focusing on my book and my career and blah, blah, blah. I had to say that after I went out on that first date. I was like, no, I'm not going to do that to somebody else, you know, because these are really nice guys. These are good people. They may be muggles, you know, but who's to say, you know, that they could be in their awakening process and stuff, but where I am right now in my ascension and who I am as a light worker, I can't be hooking up with a muggle. I can't. And again, muggles aren't bad, you know, but I cannot be hooking up with a muggle. And they were all muggles. I knew it. And I especially felt bad for the guy who came all the way from Jersey. It was like, oh, I'm here for the weekend. Yeah, we're going to hang out. Remember we planned. And I was like, oh my God. Oh, I feel so terrible. So that's why I'm like, don't force yourself to do something you're not feeling in here. That's, like I said, I teach through example. Don't force yourself to do something you're not feeling in there, you know? And I just felt, just telling those guys that, yeah, you know, when after the holidays, you know, after I settle everything, yeah, we'll go out. Just saying that, I felt bad. I felt terrible doing that. And then wasting that guy's time. I even tried to pay for half the bill because I felt so terrible. And he just was like, he was humiliated. He was like, why would you do that? I was like, oh, can I just leave the tip? No, you can't leave the tip. I was like, okay, sorry, you know. True gentleman, true sweet gentleman. I had to tell him where I am right now in my life. You know, I thought I was ready to date, but, you know, I'm not there. And honestly, I don't feel a connection with us. We're not on the same, we're not vibing the same. That's why I said to him, we're not vibing the same. And he said, okay, you know, best of luck with all you do and everything like that. But I was like, being an empath, a powerful empath, I felt the heartbreak. And the other guy who came all the way from Jersey to come spend the weekend with me, I just was like, he didn't even bother calling back after I told him I was really busy and stuff. I texted him. I was like, I felt the heartbreak. I cried because I was like, oh my God, I'm never doing that again. And I told my BFF, and she was like, you know what? I'm going to do the same thing. All these guys that I said I was going to go out with, I'm not going to do either, because I know they're not my twin flame. They're not even a soulmate. It's just me trying to keep busy because I've been celibate and just lonely and just wanted to go out and have fun. You can't have fun breaking somebody's heart, you know, especially you're an empath and you know the guy's into you, you know. And as light workers, they're going to be very attracted to you. They're going to be attracted to your light. Really, plain and simple. They're not even going to know why they're so attracted to you. They're going to think they're so in love with you just by talking to you on the phone, or just hanging out with you once, meeting you once in a supermarket. They're going to think they're madly in love with you because of your light. They're attracted to that light. And you have to honor that light and not string them along in any way. And trust me, you know if you're stringing somebody along. You do know. So that is my Dear Abby advice to you guys. So don't string anybody along and break their little hearts, their little muggle hearts, okay? Follow your diet that is right for you, that your Oversoul is guiding you to do. And how do you find out? Meditate. You'll know. And if you eat it and you throw up and you don't feel good, you're not supposed to eat it. When it comes to workout schedule, physical activity, follow that, you know. Like I said, January, this is the jump off. This is the jump off for real. So yeah, jump off right, you know. PMS or no PMS for you girls out there. I know it's hard, trust me. But my alternative is the tea with honey. That's what I was guided by my Oversoul. I could have some tea with honey, some green tea with lemon and honey will help quell that crave. So that's what I'm going to do, and try it. See if it works for you. I'm going to try it, see if it works for me right after this video. All right. Namaste. And please do remember, I have my book out, and I freely admit now it is an activation book. It's an activation book for those who are partially awakened, those who are asleep. It's a children's book. It's a picture children's book that rhymes, and it came to me during a shamanic experience, and that came to me 2013. But now it's the time for it to come out, because it was the time. It was universal divine timing, according to the cosmos, as my Oversoul says. So that's the type of activation book. It's an activation book. It's called How the Caterpillar Flew, A Journey of Self-Discovery. Beautiful, large picture book. And it's available on all major retailers, book retailers, online. It will be on the shelves in Barnes & Noble soon. And but it's available at the book club, Barnes & Noble, Kids Book Club, Amazon Prime Book Club, Abe Books, Books and Books, all of those major retailers, and all around the world. All around the world, even the Philippines, New Zealand, Australia, the Philippines, Canada, Germany. I know I've had people write to me say they got it in Germany and England. Several major retailers in England are carrying it also. So yeah, I'm still like, whoa, just riding the wave. So it's available there, but if you wish to purchase it from me, I will be getting my copies very soon. So in a 3 to 5 week period, I can get a personalized autographed copy out to you. So, and free shipping. I am offering free shipping, because I was told I couldn't compete with the major retailers, but I could charge the same price and I could do free shipping because they're offering free shipping. So that's what I'll be doing. I offer free shipping for the book, and personalized autograph copy, and yeah, How the Caterpillar Flew. It's hardcover, beautiful, glossy, you know, beautifully illustrated children's book, How the Caterpillar Flew. And if you go on my website, howrrealmholistics.com, the icon's right there. Also, of course, you could book sessions there, healing, holistic health session, energy healing sessions, and spiritual counseling sessions. I do have a degree in psychology, worked in psych, adolescent psych, and I'm a certified holistic integrative health nurse and a Reiki master. And I'll also be doing Thoth, book 5. And today I will be getting out the special meditation by Thoth from book 4, with the music and the special flower of life that I was told to use, and the special phi ratio I was told to use by Thoth for my contributors and my donators, and for my